Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about the best grappler in MMA, the undefeated Dagestani phenom, the current lightweight champion of the world, Khabib Nurmagomedov. And when it comes to grappling, nobody's more efficient, technical, and devastating than the Eagle. Here against Poirier, you could see uppercut, hook, another hook to move him towards that right side, fake up top and shoot a double, but he's got him up against the cage. Khabib always wants you up against the fence. There should be text here, but much of Khabib's game is based off striking to get you in close proximity to the fence so he can shoot takedowns and then work off trips and doubles. Here again, it's the same clip, uppercut, hook, cross, Poirier kind of shoulder rolls, but look how close he is to the cage. Boom, shoot the double. Now he works, he pressures you into the cage and tries to take you down. Khabib wants your back close to the fence so he can make sure there's nowhere for you to go. You don't have room to sprawl, you don't have room to circle away, you're trapped. By doing this, he closes you in and works his game off the fence like we said. The strikes are thrown to get you to back up when he knows you're in close proximity, cover up, and then take you down off the cage. So when you cover up, your hands aren't low enough to get in on your hips. Here you go, see? So 1, 2, he uses that cross to kind of move over to the left and shoot the double, but Poirier's hands were up and he shot the takedown. Here's some more examples of that type of takedown, entry. Here's just bum rushing Barbosa. He gets him close to the cage. He uses that flying knee. Now he's right against the fence, exactly where he wants you to be. The punches are used to back him up, then the flying knee is used to close the remaining distance, while also getting Barbosa to think about something else. Oh, he's going to strike me. He's going to come up top. So he gets that flying knee, boom, immediately enters the over-under clinch, or the double unders, and shoots the double. Here, an uppercut on RDA and a double leg. So he uppercutted, he used that to move to his left, and he shot the takedown. Against Johnson there, he got his hands to come up top and then shot underneath the hands, got on the hips, and took him down. Even though these weren't shot against the cage, they were close enough to be on the cage with the opponent once the takedown was completed, or all he had to do is maybe move a couple inches backwards and he would have them up against the cage. Here again, it's a trip takedown. The over-under, he trips, and boom, gets Johnson down. Khabib has the over-under where the one side is the underhook, the right arm, and the one side is the overhook on the left. So the over-under clinch. That's a big thing in Sambo, a big thing in jiu-jitsu and everything like that. The overhook side is the side where Khabib decides to execute the trip. Wrap around the right leg of Johnson as he sinks his weight in that direction. And you'll see here. So he wraps around the right leg. He uses that hook, pulls him down to that side, uses the left hand to break the fall, and then the right arm is underneath the arm of Johnson in a underhook. Like I said, use the arm to break the fall, allowing for a smooth transition to side control. Here, it's a single leg, a lift, and then he gets the weight on Iaquinta's left leg and then kicks it out for a trip. Brings the right leg forward he brings his leg forward in between the legs of Iaquinta, uses the right leg to trip out the base of Iaquinta. If you take away the base of your opponent, they have no choice but to go down. Here on Conor, it's a high crotch lift to a takedown, then he transitions into the, triangle leg mount. And again, high crotch lift gets Poirier to go to his right, put all the weight on the leg, and then take him down. Here, boom. Gets him moving to the left, pulls him back to his right, uses that weight to when he pulls him back to the right and trips the leg out, and then has him up against the fence. Moves Poirier left with the body lock, then brings him back right because the weight is all moved to the opposite side. So the transfer of weight and the changing of direction makes it easier to execute the trip. Here, head on the inside, then once he hits the floor, he changes the grip and goes to a head on the outside double leg position, because he knows Poirier was going to try to get up to his base. He's always trying to take away your base and use his wide base and pressure you into the cage to take away any of your offense. Chapter 3 is the Eagle's leg trap, so let's go from there. Here against Barbosa, he has the left leg trapped in between his legs. Here we'll say has his left leg trapped. This makes it harder for Edson to try and stand up because he would have to get the left leg free first. Meanwhile, Khabib's head is occupying the left arm, which can stop him from trying to get an overhook on that side. But you look at the right leg. See how he has control of the foot? You'll see. Did you see the other minute but very important detail? Watch it again. He has the right leg of Barbosa, or the right foot, trapped with his right arm. So both options for standing up are taken away. Here it is. He has control of the right foot, making it impossible for him to get back to his feet. Since both options to do so are controlled, no box is unchecked, no stone unturned. Habib is aware of everything. Did y'all forget about the wrists? Because I didn't. Some Dagestani wrist control, the Dagestani handcuff. Here you go. He's got Johnson trapped, and he's constantly readjusting Johnson's right arm. He has control of it with his right arm, and he's pulling it down to take away the base. Khabib uses what some call the Dagestani wrist ride. Control the left leg and also control the right arm of Johnson. By pressuring the opponent with your head and controlling an arm and a leg, you take away the opportunity to establish a base. So he's controlling the leg, and as he tries to get up to the elbow, he just pulls with that right arm and then pulls again with the left arm to tuck it away, and then just posture up a little bit and punch. So it's break the base, punch, punch, punch. When the opponent tries to get up, drop. Here again, he has the Poirier gives up his back, and immediately you'll see that right arm grab the right wrist of Poirier and pull it in. He's trying to take away the base. He tried to build a base on the right elbow and turn. However, Khabib immediately established Dagestani handcuff and wrist control to push him down, pressure, and beat him up. And the Dagestani wrist control is controlling the wrist of the opponent in order to stop them from building a foundation to stand up, and also pressuring them forward in order to break him down. So he steps over into full mount. Poirier looks like he's going to turn to try to give his back up and then maybe turn the opposite way, but Khabib gets control of that right arm with his right hand and then just breaks down the base. What happens when the opponent tries to stand up, though? What happens when they are able to get to their feet? Here, he stands up. You see Khabib just pressure forward and sink his weight onto Poirier to break down the base of the opponent. This is causing him to carry Poirier. This is causing Poirier to carry his and Khabib's weight as he tries to stand up. He uses the body lock and sinks his weight forward onto the opponent while maintaining a strong base himself, which allows for obviously the weight distribution. The riding, if you want to call it that, and pressure of Khabib's weight makes the opponent's base crumble the more he sinks them forward and tries to take them down. Here, you'll see Poirier, boom, he tries to go with an amateur wrestling style switch, but it didn't work. Here, like it said, what he tried to counter, it's called a switch in amateur wrestling, but why didn't it work? Why did Khabib follow him into full mount? And we're going to talk about that for a second. You use your left arm, hooking the inside of the left leg, and on the opponent sitting out and turning towards the lead side. So here you go, he uses the left arm to sink into the lead leg, hook it, and turn into him, which would usually cause Poirier to end up on top. But since Khabib has the body lock, here you go, usually it will break the body lock, which allows for the turn into the opponent. However, Khabib never broke the grip. This caused Khabib to just follow Dustin into full mount, and he just basically followed him. If he broke the grip, and here, like if you spin a watch on your wrist and it's still on your wrist, right? Because it's still locked, but if it's unclasped, it's not. The right knee here gives Khabib balance and stops Dustin from being able to turn onto his stomach. And that's a big thing. So he's blocking off your exit to that one side, and you can't turn the other way because you're up against the cage. You're blocked on either way. This is about side control. He uses that knee on belly. The right knee transitions to the belly. Here you go. The knee on belly allows for better posturing up to deliver the strikes. It is also very uncomfortable for the opponent, making it difficult for them to breathe and causing them to turn and turtle up, sacrificing another position. Here you see Poirier turn in. Khabib controls the head, and the right leg the right leg of Poirier uses the hook on the right leg to turn as Khabib steps over into that leg mount. Here against Conor, tries to go for the single leg. As Conor opens up his hips, he transitions, gets head on the outside, and goes for a double leg. While Conor tries to control the hip of Khabib and turn into a sprawl, Conor opens up his hip. The double leg is there now. Transitions. Here you go. Single leg, base is widened. Boom. Double leg, and now he's right up against the fence, and he can go to the leg mount. Khabib wants you to turtle up and turn around or give your back up so he can go for a neck crank or a rear naked choke. Here against Conor, it's a neck crank because the forearm is not under the chin, but instead it's around the face. It's squeezing your face, making it extremely painful and just putting all the pressure on your face, making it feel like it's going to explode. Here's the same series of attacks on Dustin Poirier, which was his most recent fight. He pulls the head up to try to get that right arm underneath. He goes for the choke. It's not there, so he tries to go for a neck crank. Here against Poirier, he's got the left hook in, again, establishing that base with that left foot on the ground. And then he just goes to smash this guy. Here you go. So he has the seatbelt, which is the underhook on the one side, the overhook on the other. Punches to get Poirier to lift his chin, sinks the right arm under the chin, sinks the left arm around the neck, the forearm is bladed. He pushes down with the forearm, squeezes up with the bicep, and connects them and pushes down and gets the choke. A vibrant mix of traditional wrestling, Dagestani wrist control, and Sambo savagery. That is what Khabib Nurmagomedov does. The grappling mosaic of the undefeated eagle, Khabib Nurmagomedov. And thank you guys for watching. Get this out to anybody you know. This is Double M from the Touch 'Em Up podcast. And yeah, I'm out, guys. Have a good one. All right.